Greetings to readers, viewers, and listeners, and welcome to this most recent edition of the SuperBlog verses. I know this is a little bit I know this is a little bit of diversion from what I usually do, but under the circumstances and with everything going on, when it comes to what's going to come down the pike with NXT Stand Deliver and WrestleMania 39, I wanted to make sure I got and the Hall of Fame too. I wanted to make sure I got something on just in case. I wanted to make sure I got these in time, on on point, so everything was okay. Um, so with everything going on, it just made a lot more sense when it came to this. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to give you all my predictions, here, readers and viewers, to NXT Stand Deliver and both nights of WrestleMania 39. The links are going to be on the links. I've already showed the links down in the description, so you'll be able to follow along with me just in case. So let's get this party started and get to NXT Stand Deliver. Um, for those that may not know, I haven't seen these matches yet, or I haven't seen these things yet. Obviously, I just want to be able to make sure I get everything done just in case. So we're gonna go with Chase University, uh, Andre Chase, Duke Hudson, and Thea Hale, and Tyler Bate versus Schism, Joe Gacy, Jagger Reed, Rip Fowler, and Ava, with the winners gaining control of Chase University. Honestly, with this whole situation, I wouldn't be so surprised if Schism won and gained control of Chase University. It would basically give them a little bit more of a fighting chance, although I would not be surprised if Chase University got this one. But I feel like everything that's been going on right with this has Schism going over Chase University on this one. Then we have a triple threat tag team match for the NXT tag team titles. Gallus versus the Creed brothers versus the Family. I feel like Gallus needs a good, strong. They need a good, strong win on this one. Not saying that they haven't, but they need a big, long reign to kind of give them the tag team title. Um, to kind of give them the momentum that they need. That being said, I wouldn't be so surprised if the Family won this one. It would definitely make a lot of sense, I think. I'll go with Gallus or the Family on this, but if I had to choose, I wouldn't be so surprised if the Family won, honestly. We have a fatal 5-way match for the North American Championship. We have Wesley, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, Ilya Dragunov, and Axiom. I'm gonna go with I wouldn't be so surprised if Dragon Lee won this one, or JD McDonough. But I'm gonna go with Wesley on this one, mostly because of the fact that he's actually gotten the championship for a while, and it wouldn't be surprising for him to win this one. Though I would not want to sleep on Ilya on this one, so I'll go with Wesley on this, only because I feel like he's gonna have a long reign with the title. Although I would not be surprised if Dragon Lee won this one. So we have for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship, we have Fallon Henley and Kiana James, the Odd Couple, with Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. This one I feel is something that I feel it needs to happen for Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. I feel like they'll win, mostly because I feel like the Odd Couple pairing of Henley and James definitely is going to make a lot of things a little bit more interesting going forward. So I'm going with Alba Fire and Dawn to win this one. Then we have the ladder match for the Women's Championship: Roxanne Perez versus Zoe Stark, Gigi Dolan, Tiffany Stratton, Lyra Valkyria, and Indy Hartwell. If Roxanne Perez can't win this one, I would love for it to be Indy Hartwell. Or at the very least, give her a reason to need to leave so she could be with Dexter Loomis. I feel like that's part of the whole situation too. I'm gonna go with either Roxanne Perez, Tiffany Stratton, or Indy Hartwell. I feel like they both are due for this one. And then we go to Braun Breaker versus Carmelo Hayes for the NXT Championship. Braun Breaker's had the title for a while now, so I feel like Carmelo Hayes winning definitely would make sense in this one. And then we have the unsanctioned match, Johnny Gargano versus Grayson Waller. I feel like Grayson Waller being a prick heel, as Solomon Monster called him, definitely makes sense in this regard. But I feel like Johnny Gargano needs this victory more than Grayson Waller. He needs to really he really needs to get his acting gear when it comes to being. I feel like he could be a champion, but to do that, he needs to lose to Johnny Gargano on this. So those are my predictions for NXT. We have we have Johnny Gargano, Carmelo Hayes, Roxanne Perez, or Indy Hartwell, um, Fire and Dawn, Wesley or Dragon Lee, um, Gallus of the Family, and Schism going over on NXT. On WrestleMania, this is kind of the reason why I wanted to do this some 2 nights in a row, uh, uh, all in one night, so that everything gets done all at the same time. So, we're going to go with the one that kicks it off, Austin Theory versus John Cena. I feel like for the United States Championship, um, I feel like Austin Theory has to win this one, mostly because of the fact that John Cena has had championship matches before. I feel like Austin Theory needs a victory after getting castrated by Cena. So I feel like Austin Theory is going to win this one. Seth freaking Rollins versus Logan Paul. This one could steal the show. I feel because I feel like I feel like Logan Paul has done a great job. If you don't believe me, look at the Royal Rumble from this year, and you'll see what I mean. Um, I feel like that being said, I feel like Seth freaking Rollins needs to win this one more than anything else. We have Trish, Lita, and Becky versus Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. I've heard a lot of things that I've heard a lot of things that Becky Lynch and company are going to lose this one. It would not surprise me, honestly, mostly because of the fact that I feel like Damage Control needs that extra bit of heat. I feel Trish Stratus is going to turn heel, go with Damage Control, and therefore Damage Control will win this one. And then we have a showcase fatal 4-way tag team match with the guys and the gals. I'll get to the gals a little bit later, but we're going to go with Braun Strowman and Ricochet, the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders. Alpha Academy has really been good on this one, as are the Viking Raiders, really. Street Profits are good, and Braun Strowman and Ricochet definitely need a little bit more seasoning to me. I would love to see Alpha Academy win, but I feel like the Viking Raiders are going to steal this one, I feel. They need a victory more than anything else. And then we have a singles match against the Mysterios. Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. And may I just say, the acting, the storyline for this one has been amazing. I was one of those people that wanted to see Dominic Mysterio get his butt handed to him by Rey, by the Hall of Famer. And I feel like Rey's going to win this one. I feel like Dominic is going to, he's going to surprise us, but I feel like Rey Mysterio is going to win this one, which won't go too well for the next match coming up. Charlotte Flair going against Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I feel like this is Rhea's time, and she deserves this because of what happened the last time you two met at a WrestleMania. I feel like that's going to be something that needs to be done more than anything else because Charlotte's good, but the thing of it is she's too good. And a loss to her from Rhea Ripley definitely would make sense. And then we get to the first night, and then we get to the first a group of matches when it comes to week one. We had the Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the undisputed tag team titles. Bit of a non-story here, but I feel like Owens and Zayn are going to win this one mostly to give them the feel good moment, and it might do something for anything that goes on for night two. And I'll get to that one when it gets there. Um, and then we have Gunther versus Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre for the Intercontinental title to kick off night two. This one, ooh, it's gonna be amazing. I feel because if you saw the Clash of the Castle match, you know what all three of these guys can do. Then put them in the ring at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental title. Whew, this one. If Seth Rollins and Logan Paul don't steal the show, I feel like Gunther, Sheamus, and McIntyre will. I feel like it's going to be a loss for Gunther of his Intercontinental title. And for me, I would love for it to be Sheamus. I mean, I would love for it to be Sheamus, so I'm going with that one. Then we have the Demon Finn Balor versus Edge in a Hell in a Cell match. I feel like Edge is going to win this one, or I, I feel like the Demon could win this one too. I'm going to go with the Demon on this one, mostly because he needs it more than Edge, I feel. And when he brings the Demon in there, it's basically a surefire thing that he's going to win this one. So I'm going to go with the Demon Finn Balor on this. Then we had the Women's WrestleMania Showcase. We have Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez versus Natalya and Shotzi versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. I feel like Ronda Rousey and Shayna might win this one, although I would not be so surprised if Chelsea Green and Sonya won this one because this has been amazing. I feel like Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville are going to win this one, mostly because of the fact that they've played the characters so well. So kudos to all. So I would not be so surprised if Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez won this one too, mostly because of the fact of what Liv Morgan has done for the last year. Then we have Bianca Belair versus Asuka. Bianca, the EST of WWE, showing why she is so for one full year. I feel like Asuka's going to win this one, mostly because of the fact that it keeps things fresh, but it also pays off what Asuka's been doing when it comes to the Kana murder clown gimmick. I've heard a lot of good things about this, so kind of it would kind of surprise me if Asuka didn't win this one, mostly because of the fact that it would pay something off to it. And then we have a singles match versus Brock Lesnar and Omos with MVP. I feel like Omos is going to win this one because Brock Lesnar may be done with WWE at this particular point. So this might be a way for them to kind of give Omos the big rub as Brock's on the way out. Speaking of people who have defeated The Undertaker at WrestleMania, this next one is the one I'm looking forward to. Roman Reigns versus with Paul Heyman versus the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. This one is going to be amazing. And if anything is going on right now, this match is going to show that everyone can hang on this one. I'm going to go with Cody Rhodes on this because I feel like his time is now. I feel like Roman Reigns has kept the title for so long. I feel like it's Cody Rhodes' time to shine, and I feel like this is his payoff. So that's all with the announcement so far. I know it was those are with the predictions right now. I know this is a little bit of a long video, but under the circumstances, I wanted to make sure everything got in on time. So if you like this video, please subscribe. If you like this video, check me out here on the Autistic Super channel. Please like and subscribe. And you can check out all my videos on the AutisticSuperBlog.wordpress.com. Stay safe, stay strong, stay safe out there, and as always, shine on.